You've taken the quiz, you've met the chameleon, the caretaker, the peacemaker, the performer, and the ghost. Maybe one hit hard, or maybe they all did. But here's something I want you to hear clearly. You are not just the role you've been playing. Your persona is not your identity. It's a response, a brilliant one, but it's not the full story. I'm Sandy Bartlett, and this is Journey to Self Power Beyond People Pleasing. This week, we're stepping back from the personas themselves and looking underneath them. What created them? And what begins to shift when you feel safe enough to stop performing and start becoming? But first, our intuitive moment. The card I pulled for this episode is the Six of Cups from the Light Seers Tarot deck, a card that speaks to memories, nostalgia, and the tender parts of our past that still shape who we are today. It's a gentle reminder that the roles we've been playing, the chameleon, the performer, the ghost, didn't come out of nowhere. They began with a younger version of us, a girl who was simply trying to feel safe, loved, or accepted. The Six of Cups invites us to revisit that younger self, not to relive old pain, but to understand her, to remember the moments where we first learned, if I stay quiet, I'll be safe, or if I achieve enough, they'll see me. These moments weren't failures, they were survival. But now you get to ask, is this still how I want to live? I can think back to a time in my own childhood when I felt invisible at the dinner table. I'd sit quietly, hoping not to say the wrong thing, waiting for some kind of validation that sometimes never came. That silence followed me into adulthood. It shaped how I spoke, how I worked, and even how I loved. The Six of Cups is like a hand reaching back through time, offering that younger me the compassion I needed but didn't know how to ask for. This card is a reminder you're not meant to erase your past, but to honor it, to gather the lessons, and to bring those pieces of yourself back home. Each persona we've explored, she didn't show up by accident. When I work with clients, we always start with this truth. You adapted for a reason. You learned to please, protect, or prove because it kept you safe. For me, it looked like becoming the chameleon and the performer all rolled into one. At work, I said yes to everything, even when I was drowning. In relationships, I adjusted my personality to match the room. I was always asking, who do they need me to be instead of who am I? And the more I did that, the more I lost my center. Until one day I realized I couldn't even answer simple questions like, what do you want? Without thinking about everyone else first. That was the beginning of my healing, not fixing, not forcing, just finally understanding what had been driving it all. So, for your inner reflection, ask yourself today, what role have you been playing to feel loved or safe? And what younger version of you created that role? And what does she need from you now? You don't need to shame the role. You just need to meet what's underneath it with care. Our whispers of wisdom comes from Carl Jung. You are not what happened to you. You are what you choose to become. The story might have started in survival, but you get to choose where it goes next. Here's your next step. If you've taken the quiz and are curious about what it means for you, schedule a free 30-minute Awaken the Shift call with me. It's not a sales call, it's a space to be seen fully and to begin understanding the roots of your people pleasing. You'll find the link in the show notes. Next week, we'll talk about what happens after the awareness, how to choose a new story on purpose, not from reaction. But for now, if you've been carrying a role for far too long, this is your invitation to lay it down. You are not your persona. And until next time, be true to you.